So we hope.
Yeah, Ray's a good guy. Ray Martell is a very good guy.
That he is.
So, Pete, I just want to thank you for calling in for my last show. It means a lot to me. You came over very early on in my tenure at HPC. I gave you my card. You did not have to text me, but you did. We developed a friendship that lasts to this day. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. You're an incredible, just an incredible guy. Thank you so much for everything.
Well, thank you, Jacob, and I love your passion for sports and talking sports. So I've enjoyed it.
Really fast. Next year, what are your thoughts on the Mets? I'll get you out on this.
Yeah, well, next year, I think a lot's going to change this offseason as far as this Mets team is concerned. They've got to obviously get a lot more younger, get a lot more athletic, position player-wise, and pitching-wise, hope that Jacob deGrom, Zach Wheeler, Noah Syndergaard can carry the day. But there are a lot of holes to fill in the bullpen and otherwise. So, I think they've got their work cut out for them to be competitive as soon as next year. But I still hope that, within a couple of years, this team's going to be able to compete. They still have a solid nucleus to build around, but they're going to have to make some big moves soon in order to fill, again, the many holes that they do have.
They have to rebuild the bullpen from scratch. That's going to be tough for whoever the next GM is. All right, Pete, thanks for the call.
They're hoping some of these guys develop, but it hasn't happened quickly.
No, definitely not.
Cases.
Smith, Zamora, Wall, these guys aren't going to get the job done. They're just not.
I'm interested in Drew Smith. I think he's done a nice job, but nobody else has really jumped out.
You like Smith? Okay,
Yeah.
Smith is passable as the sixth or seventh guy in the bullpen, but I don't see him as a future setup guy. Definitely not John Franco 2.0. I'll tell you that. All right, Pete, thanks for the call. I appreciate it.
Yeah, well, best of luck going forward.
Thank you. All right, let's get this guy in. He's been waiting patiently. It's Zach Turkel. Zach, how are you, buddy?
Hi, Jacob. I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
Doing good. Doing good.
Yeah, well, it's your last show. I know I called in a couple of weeks ago for Dominic's last show, and I had a little bit of a temper tantrum in Hershey's Park. Yeah, I know. That was crazy.
I was surprised he didn't get kicked out.
All the chocolate was mad at you.
Ride. All the chocolate was mad at me. I know. All the costumes, they all yelled at me, the costume people. Well,
They talked? That might be a first.
I hid in the bushes. That's why.
We should have made a drop out of that.
Hey, you can.
Yeah, but anyways.
Not my job anymore.
Well,
That's true.
That's true. But anyways, I'm not going to cry this time. I'm keeping my composure a little bit more mature. I'm trying to be
So
a
you
little
cry for Dom and not for Jacob,
I was going to say, I see where I stand.
Well, you want me to cry?
If it's honest.
No. I'm not an emotional person. I'm not an emotional
Zach,
person.
you're never on this show again.
Definitely not.
Well, probably not. But anyways, this is the first time I actually, But anyways, Jacob, it's been a pleasure knowing you for 2 years now. 2 years.
We'll keep in touch.
Yeah, we'll keep in touch. I'm not going to hear the chicken dance music anymore. I know that was
no.
That's not going to happen.
I don't want to be chicken. I don't want to be a dog.
Yeah.
Zach Turkel, fill in the blank.
No.
But anyways, I know it's going to be quite a different atmosphere when you're going to be gone. I was here when you started Tuesdays at 11. You were here Tuesdays at 11.
Yes, that's right. That was the first.
Tuesdays at 11. I was here before Dom and Eric. Oh, it was insane. So I know it's going to be quite a different atmosphere when you're gone, and you're going to leave a legacy. I know that here. I know.
Thank you.
Definitely. We should, 10 years later, we should have an alumni party and see what everyone's up to. I mean, that's a crazy
Definitely.
thing.
I'll be fatter.
Yes, definitely.
I'll be thinner. That's my goal.
It'll be the high school reunion I actually want to go to.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, Zach, thank you very much.
You're welcome, Jacob.
I appreciate it. Yeah, so listen, there's a lot of things on my mind. First up, a big thanks goes to the program director, Sean, for giving me this opportunity. I was his first hire. June 23rd, 2016, a date which will live in infamy. Driving down the Meadowbrook Parkway, listening to Go Your Own Way by Fleetwood Mac.
Love that song. Great choice.
Fantastic song. It calmed me down. I remember walking in the first day and turning to Justin Greenberg and telling him, "You must be Sean," and obviously it wasn't. The next words out of Sean's mouth were, "I'd basically be an idiot not to hire you." Hand to God, that's what he said. So thank you for that. Thank you for Beyond the Game. I mean, it's been a dream of mine to host a sports talk show in New York. I mean, listen, people look at this as sandbox radio. No one cares about us. No, this is a New York station. We're competing with the same radio stations. FAN, EPN, Z100, Nash, KTU, whatever. We're competing with them all. I always held myself to that standard. Zach had brought up Tuesdays at 11 a.m. Yeah, my God, how times have changed. And how bad the show was. Remember, Mark?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God,
I would come in half asleep.
Brandon didn't know who Jose Reyes was. He thought he was a Met closer. He mistook Jose Reyes for Therese Familia.
Wow.
Yeah.
Come on, Brandon.
That was funny. But, hey, listen, the one thing I'll say that I've always been grateful for is that we became successful very fast. Very quickly, we became the most downloaded podcast that this station had, and it means a lot to me that you thought highly enough of us to give us that distinction. Rest assured, I was not clicking the download button 2,000 times. We do have a caller on the line. Caller, you're on Beyond the Game.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Martin from Merrick. How are you?
Okay, in Francesa speak, long time, last time.
Yes, exactly, his wife.
Yes.
I've enjoyed our battles, Martin. I want you to know. I'll miss you.
And it's been fun. You know, you've gotten some of my jokes, my sense of humor, but you certainly have grown with this show. You've become a little bit more tolerant of other people's points of view.
If they're intelligent, if they're stupid, then
little.
No. Well, they're stupid points, like the Jets would have gotten a second for Bridgewater.
They would have.
That's stupid.
If somebody gets hurt.
No chance.
You're regretting it.
Well,
Continue.
my only thing about Bridgewater is, about that trade is, I think the trade would have still been out there in a couple of weeks. And you really don't know what's going to happen on opening day. Quarterbacks have gone down for the season on opening day. I think even if I remember correctly, a Jets quarterback went down on opening day for most of the season.
Yeah, Geno Smith got punched in the face by IKN and Polly.
Over headphones.
Yeah,
Greatest moment in Jet history. I hated Geno Smith.
Worst moment in Giants
He
history.
may have saved the Jets.
Wait a minute. Greatest moment in Jets history.
It is.
What about the one winning the Super Bowl?
I don't remember that.
Didn't Testaverde also?
That I don't remember.
Something happened to him opening day. I could be wrong on
Mark
that
Sanchez got hurt during the last preseason game, which is why Geno started his rookie year.
Right. But so I just figured the trade would have still, my thought was the trade would have still been out there. You never know what happens on opening day. And if the idea behind Bridgewater was to act as a mentor, you lose that.
Well, they have McCown.
Yeah, but let's see. Bridgewater was all-pro.
Yeah, Bridgewater was good, but you didn't know how he was going to come back from the injury. I mean, they traded up to get Sam Darnold. He wasn't going to start. I will tell you, I like Bridgewater. I think he's going to do great things in New Orleans. He may be Drew Brees 2.0. I could see him winning a Super Bowl there. You know what? I think it's going to work out really well for the Saints. But, Martin, I want to thank you for calling in. I really, really appreciate it.
Not a problem. You have a good day, and good luck in your future endeavors.
Thank you. All right. For a period of time here, if you guys want to jump in, you can.
It's not about me.
Hey, man, we're absorbing the moment just like you are.
Oh, geez.
This is surreal.
It's not about us. It's about you right now.
No, listen. Well, I'll get into that. For a period of time, I was sports leader here, and you know what? I'll get into that after we talk to this guy who's on the phone. Caller, you're on Beyond the Game.
Hey, Jacob, this is Matt.
Hey, Matt, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing good. I've been driving the past 3 hours here in Jersey, going to Atlantic City for the weekend. I just want to make a quick phone call to wish you the very best, man.
Thank you. Matt, I want to say this. You have made the biggest improvements out of anyone I've ever worked with. Your first few shows, I'm not going to lie to you, were garbage.
They were bad. They were pretty bad. I would agree with you there.
But we had a bunch of pep talks. You listened to me, which I appreciate that you thought highly enough of me to listen to me. And you have
pants went a long way, man. It really did.
Yeah, absolutely. You've improved tenfold. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing your research. Keep doing your homework. We'll stay in touch. You're going to do good things.
I definitely will, man. I just want to say I definitely will keep all those pep talks in mind for the future, and I definitely can say I can look back with the short time I had with you. I can look back with a smile, man. I'm going to miss you.
Same here. Thank you.
Take care, buddy.
All right. My best to your brother also.
Of course. I think he's calling in a little bit after me, I think, before the show's over.
Okay, good. I'll stay tuned for that. Thanks for the call.
No problem, bud. Take care.
All right. So, yeah, I was sports leader here for a little bit, and one of the biggest issues I had was forging a relationship with the athletic department to broadcast NCC football. And I felt that my ass was on the line there. I honestly felt like I was going to lose my job if I didn't get that. Sean had said to me a million times, Jacob, don't worry about it. You're doing your best. That's all I can ask for. No, there were a lot of people counting on me for this. Mark, you were counting on me for it. Eric, you were counting on me for it. Brandon was counting on me for it. Dominic was counting on me for it. A lot of people were counting on me for it. And you know, we work together as one team. Sean, yours truly, DJ Bevavino, who's at the athletics department, and Jamel Ramsey, the head coach. We came together and we forged a relationship that's still going on. I'm looking forward to hearing the broadcast that you do, Nick. I think you'll do great things.
Thank you.
I think you should do color. I mean, you're the closest guy to a former athlete we have, since your brother played in the league. You guys are going to do great.
I remember before we didn't even have the rights.
No, definitely not. That was really, really tough. And I don't know if I should say this, but there was someone very high up in the college who played an integral role in getting those rights. I'm not going to say his name. I don't know if he would want to be mentioned. He knows who he is. That's all I'm going to say. All right, I'm really enjoying this. You never know who's going to be on the other end of that line. Who is this?
This is Bill from Call Place.
Hey, Bill. How are you, buddy?
How are you, Jacob?
Yes.
Got a question for you there, and anybody can chime in. If
right.
One of you guys was made the GM of the Mets, you're given the power to make one big move that's going to shake things up and get people interested again. What would you do?
Trade DeGrom.
Trade DeGrom.
Trade DeGrom for the best package of prospects you can get. Build from the ground up. This core that the Mets have is not going to win a World Series anytime soon. You need to rebuild. And the only way to do that is to trade one of the best pitchers in baseball in DeGrom.
And also force David Wright to retire.
Yes, absolutely.
Maybe make him a coach. Who knows?
And call up Peter Alonso tomorrow.
Manager.
Yeah, you know
Nobody would go for a free agent, huh?
No. Well,
I know you're hinting at Machado. He doesn't change enough for them. He just doesn't. The culture's still there. It's still the same old Mets. Machado doesn't doesn't make enough of a difference.
Plus, you're making the assumption that the Wilpons would okay that contract.
Oh, no way.
And Jacob.
No, this is fantasy. I know they wouldn't okay anything.
Machado makes a lot of sense for the Mets. If Machado has his heart set on playing in New York, it makes a ton of sense for him to go to the Mets.
I just don't think they would do it.
No.
And Jacob, I got news for you.
What's that?
The job's available.
You know what? I would do it. Why not? I would do it. I'm going to be out of a job soon. In 15
so the
minutes.
consensus is trade DeGrom, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, I thank you. And Jacob, good luck to you.
Thank you, Bill. I appreciate it. New caller. I like that. So, one thing that I've always lived by with this show is it's never been my show. People have said it's Jacob's show. This is the Jacob show. This is the Jacob Volk show. That has never been true. This has always been our show. Eric, you've been as much a part of this show as I have.
And I appreciate that.
Nick, you've been as much a part of this show as I have.
And I appreciate that.
Mark, when you started, you were as much a part of this show as I was. Brandon Johnson was too. Dominic was too. Million people to thank. Not a lot of time to do it because we have another caller on the line. Caller, you're on Beyond the Game.
Yes, hi. This is Jeffrey. I want to, I know this is Jacob's last show. I want to wish him the best of luck following this show. As you know, he's going to Hofstra.
No, he's not.
And good luck, Jacob.
Jeffrey, I'm not going to Hofstra. I'm joining the working world.
Okay. I didn't know that, but you know what? Good for you. Whatever you do, and I'll learn more about it. I wish you the best of luck, okay?
All right, thank you.
Love you. Bye.
All right, sounds good. That is a family member. I will say that. You know, the one thing about this show is it's